everything's fine. CPU's at around 30%, which is good. Anything under 40 is acceptable. I think the settings are right. I don't know about the volume. Every game is different, so I have to... Sorry, I muted because I had to burp. Anyways, how are you? I hate that my dad is making me say it. So, in terms of how much time has passed, it's been a few days since I finished Phantasy Star 3, and I'm starting a new RPG. Well, it's one I've beaten before. I contemplated back and forth, like, should I just play it on the original cartridge again, or should I play it on here? This isn't going to be like a full series or anything. Pretty much almost all RPGs it's not going to be. But... where is it? Where is it? There, jeez. I was so confused. I was like, where is it? Is it just not on here? Do I have to change plans? Because I can still go... I can still continue the video. I would just have to change setups. But, okay, it wouldn't have made any sense because I got my profile picture from playing a little bit of this game. But, yeah. So yeah, Sacred Stones. Now I'm starting to be specific. So yeah, Fire Emblem and the Sacred Stones. I think what finally pushed me was this is a game that's been on my mind. Well, I'll play the intro. I'm not gonna... Let me check the settings. Is there anything specific I can change? It says change controls. I'll see in a minute. You can create save points. Alright. Alright. So... there's a lot to say. Okay, so... first of all, I really don't know where to begin. How about this? So... let's just say screw it, I'll just start... oh my god, I'm looking at all the characters, I recognize a lot of them. Yeah, I recognized a good amount of them. So... Fire Emblem! The Sacred Stones! Alright, let's go with the good old origin with Fire Emblem for me. I'll make it quick. I'm bad about talking about this so many times. Erica. So in short, I knew about Fire Emblem since I was like 4 because of a bonus disc of Double Dash. What's the joke he made? I have to say it every time when I bring up that bonus disc. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. It was from a Scott DeWaz video, which, like, he was making... The joke out of context is, I bought NBA Jam because of the Mario Kart bonus disc. And the joke was just, like, you know, such a specific thing to say. It's like, you know, like, how many people have said that? Anyway, it's showing the roll call. They always do this with Fire Emblem, all the different classes. Anyways, yes, I heard about it from the bonus disc, but whenever I saw pictures of Fire Emblem, it always looked like it was a chess game, and that didn't appeal to me, and I wasn't even interested in RPG, so it didn't matter. And fast forward, you know, I knew about some of the characters from Smash Brothers, like Ike, Marth, Roy, stuff like that. And I knew they were from Fire Emblem, but I just wasn't interested in the series. But of course, because of Pro Jared and maybe a couple other things like Smash Brothers, I finally got into the series with Awakening, and To 2015 to 2017, I was getting into multiple Fire Emblem games to new to old, and in 2017, I worked on Sacred Stones in July, I think. I played a lot of Fire Emblem in like second half of 2017. I played Blazing Blade, which is the first one that came out in America, and then I played Sacred Stones a month later, and then a month later I then worked on Echoes, which was the newest one that came out. And I realized this might be the longest I went without playing a Fire Emblem game. I think it's been like 2 years since I've worked on a Fire Emblem game, which is sad. Because when I'm thinking back on it, I'm like, because it felt like I've been slacking off, but that's not really the case. I have been somewhat keeping up with playing Fire Emblem. It's just that for some reason I've just been wanting to replay a lot of them again. So starting in 2019, I replayed Awakening. 2020, I replayed Conquest again. 2021, I replayed Birthright again. 2022, I replayed Echoes again. Late 2023, I replayed Blazing Blade again. And now I'm replaying Sacred Stones, which this is the last one I'm interested in replaying. Although Three Houses, I'm not sure. Also, this isn't going to be a long video, as you can see, because I'm having to do this before work, so this is only going to be like 2-hour video, but I've just been really wanting to play this. And the reason why I'm playing it on here is just because just hearing the fan, but yeah, it's just because I don't want to erase any of my files. I think they're all there, even though it's okay for me to erase one. I want to have a couple. And, you know, it's higher quality to do it on here. But the only problem is that, yes, Nintendo Switch Online, I imagine, is going to be around for, God, probably at least 15 more years because of Switch 2. So it's going to be around for a while, and at least I'll have, video evidence of my history with this game. Oh yeah, I forgot, this game has multiple difficulties. Something that wasn't really common in older Fire Emblem games. Oh yeah, I forgot, this isn't Phantasy Star 3. I can push up and down on the analog stick. Analog. It's another word for horrible hemorrhoids. Anyway, so yeah, difficult, easy, normal. For how much of Fire Emblem I played, I'm not a big Fire Emblem player in terms of difficulty. Like, I've pushed myself to play hard mode. Well, with Awakening, Birthright, and Echoes, well, Echoes is a little different, but Birthright and Awakening, I did play hard mode, but there's a difficult even higher. It's like normal, hard, and then like something, it's called something else, like intense. I did beat Awakening and Birthright on hard, but that's only because I could be able to grind, and even then, those games were pretty freaking difficult. That was agonizing. However, Echoes, there's only normal and hard, and I've only played that game on hard mode. But it kind of plays as difficult as hard mode for the other two. I've tried playing hard mode on games where you can't really grind like in Conquest, and I could only get to Chapter 7 until it was just becoming too much, because I just can't even get any experience. But as you can see, first-timers, for experienced players, and then for players seeking a real challenge, I don't want to do difficult. I'm pretty sure I did normal, so I'm doing normal. And then it'll show your playtime. But in terms of how long this game is, I recall this game, in an age long past, evil flooded the land, creatures awash in the dark, tide ran wild, pushing mankind to the brink of annihilation. In its despair, mankind appealed to the heavens, and from a blinding light came hope. Just to note, it has nothing to do with the timeline for Blazing Blade. To my knowledge, Sacred Stones is like... okay. These 5 glorious treasures held the powers to dispel evil. The hero, Grotto, and his warriors used the Sacred Stones to combat evil's darkness. They defeated the Diamond King and sealed the Soul Valley. With the darkness imprisoned, peace returned to Magville. But this peace would not last. I do have vague memories. I do remember probably the hardest chapter in the game is like at a desert. And it took me a couple hours to beat that desert stage. But overall, compared to Blazing Blade, this game is a lot easier. One of the main reasons is that you can actually grind. But yeah, just to say, in terms of Fire Emblem, in the past they did have like a chronological timeline for the series. But then once it got to Blazing Blade, when the series was kind of rebooted, well no, it started with Binding Blade. The series just kind of didn't connect to the original timeline until Awakening. But all the games other than Awakening, I think, maybe, I don't know. I don't know about Engage. I think Engage maybe is connected to those games, but to my knowledge, Sacred Stones has no connection with any of the other Fire Emblem games, so it's like its own world. Alright, for some 800 years, a quiet peace reigned in the absence of the terrible darkness. The Sacred Stones have been passed from generation to generation. Nations have been built around their power and their legacy. The Kingdom of Renice, ruled by Fado, a fearless warrior king. The Kingdom of Frelia, ruled by Hayden, the venerable Sage King. The Kingdom of Jana, ruled by Ismairi, Queen of the White Dunes. So yeah, I haven't beaten this game since 2017, so it's been like 8.5 years since I've last played this, and I've been wanting to play it again for years. Theocracy of Roston, ruled by Monsel, the Divine Emperor. The Grotto Emperor, ruled by Vigard, the stalwart Silent Emperor. These 5 countries house the power of the Sacred Stones. Sacred Stones, they are joined by the emerging mercantile Republic of Carcino. In these times of peace, tales of past conflict has dripped into legend, and memories of the ancient dark arts have all but evaporated. It is now the year 1803. In an instant, the whole Magville is threatened by an unexpected atrocity. The Grotto Emperor, the largest of the Sacred Stone nations, has invaded the Kingdom of Renice under orders from Emperor Vigard. Longtime ally of Grotto Renice, caught off guard, unable to mount any resistance. Grotto forces move quickly, seizing one territory after another. Compounding King Fado's worries, his son, Prince... You know what? I could never figure out how to pronounce his name even then. Ephraim has gone missing. Grotto's momentum carries its armies to the gates of Castle Renice itself. Renice will fall. It is inevitable. The fall of Renice. Also, just a note, pretty much almost every Fire Emblem game, the story was always my least favorite thing because I just could never keep up with the story. I have trouble keeping up with stories in RPGs. And I think really the only one that kept my attention was Fire Emblem Echoes because it had mostly voice acting, so I guess it was able to keep up with my attention on what was happening. Although they did that with Three Houses, but Three Houses was kind of boring with its story, and I just couldn't keep up with it because it acted like Persona. It just kind of had like a calendar daily thing, not like an actual like every single day like Persona, but it was just kind of hard to keep up with the story, and I just didn't like it that much. Your Majesty, I bear bad news. The Case Castle has been breached. Emperor Vigard's forces are within the castle walls. I understand. The garrison has fallen. We've lost contact with Prince Ephraim and can expect no aid from his men. Your Majesty, what do we do? What else can we do? Order your men to lay down their arms. There she is. Father. Erika. I call her Erica. Erika. Are you wearing the bracelet I gave you? Yes, I have it right here. Good. Seth. Yes, Your Majesty? Take Erika and head to Frelia. King Hayden is an honorable man. I trust him. We will keep you safe. Understood. And what of Your Majesty? Me? I shall remain here. We have long held Grotto among our dearest allies, yet now they attack. I must know why. Am I somehow responsible for this? Have I erred in my leadership? A knight is mine to guide. How could I have failed her so? Father, you can't stay. You mustn't. If you remain behind, then so shall I. Go now, Seth. Right, take her to safety. Father! Forgive me, Your Highness. Well, the loot! No, the loot. Man, they got out of there. Ephraim, Erika, you must survive. Also, now I think about it, I think maybe one thing I think I unconsciously liked in Sacred Stones is, I don't know, just something about, like, I'm trying to think, did any other Fire Emblem game do that? I can't say for a fact. I don't know about Radiant Dawn. I don't know if they're siblings. Fire Emblem Fates is all about family, but it's like one side it's blood, which is birthright, and then the other side is conquest, which has to do with people that raised you. It's kind of the idea. It's like, you know, do you choose the people that are of your blood or of your who raised you? I think, aside from Radiant Dawn, and I don't know about the other games, but I think Sacred Stones is one of the only ones where it's like the main, it's like the two major characters are siblings. But in terms of, like, who's the, to my knowledge, Erika is the main character. She's the star character, to my knowledge. There are some optional routes that you can pick, but I think Erika is the star character, which I gotta say that's interesting, because the game before this, Blazing Blade, you can kind of see Lyn as being the star character, but it's kind of hard to say that because, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, Lyn could arguably be the star character, but there's, like, Elliewood, which is arguably as equal, but I don't know. Anyway, French right ahead and bring word of the coming to Frelia. A single rider has better odds of passing unseen by Grotto's men. Convey to the throne, all that has happened here is a petition for reinforcements. Understood. Prince Erika, we must. Quickly behind me. Oh, I remember you. You there, with the girl. Tell me, would that be the wayward princess of Renais? Well, this must be my lucky day. You're a dead man, the wench goes with me. Never. I am Walter, the Moonstone Grotto's finest general, and you're just a corpse who does not know he is dead. No! Oh. Such terrible wounds, and still he holds to his duty. How entertaining. Fly away, little man. Fly away, try to outrun death. More time to savor the hunt and the kill. Prince Erika, this way. I can see no more of Grotto's men. We've made it this far, we've surely earned a moment's rest. Please forgive my grabbing you so brusquely earlier. Don't be foolish, Seth. If it weren't for you, I would never have made it out of the castle. You're the reason I'm still alive. You have my gratitude. And whoever that man was, he was clearly after me. It's my fault that you received such a grave wound. Allow me to treat it. Your Highness, I can't allow an injury like this to be an obstacle. We have important matters to attend to. We must press on to Frelia. We must fulfill His Majesty's wishes. I wonder how my father fares alone in the castle. Do you think he's safe? And what of my brother of the grotto front? We've heard nothing from him for days. King Votto and Prince Ephraim are both valiant and brave men. I doubt even the might of the grotto empire can hold them in check. More important to me, Your Highness, is that you look to your own safety. How sad the two of them would be if something were to happen to you. You must reach Frelia to ensure the day of your own happy reunion. Yes, of course, you're right. Until I reunite with my father and brother, I must not despair. Come, Seth, let us go. Once we cross the bridge, we'll be to Frelia, near border Mulan. Let's proceed, Princess Erika. Your Highness, I won't lie to you. This will not be an easy ride. Please take this rapier. Something should happen to me. We must continue to Frelia, alone if need be. Are you there, Rhine's dogs? Where do you think you're going? Grotto's men. Stand back, Princess Rika. It's alright, Seth. My brother has taught me something of swordplay. I will stand with you. I love those eye sprites. But yeah, in terms of main characters in Fire Emblem, she's one of my favorites. I've always loved her design. In terms of my other favorites, I know I like Celica from Echoes. I like Corrin from Fates, but I do recall them being a little annoying sometimes. So Celica and Rika are up there. Oh, you're still injured. Let's see, how's their... There we go. Defense and strength. Okay, I'm trying to look at the colors because it's on the left side. Alright, so they have low accuracy. Can you move? You can move, but I don't know if you could... I'm just gonna get over here just so you can actually... The odds are higher. Alright. Now I do like the animation for, like I do like the animations, even, you know, all the way to the first Fire Emblem game, but the game can take so much longer. Yeah, Steel Sword. You know what? You know, I kind of want Erika to do it because usually in every Fire Emblem game, they will give you, like, a strong character. Like, look at his stats, they're really good. They usually do this in the beginning of every Fire Emblem where, as a handicap, they will have, like, a character that's very strong and broken for, like, the first chunk of the game. But then once you get, like, halfway, they're kind of useless because their stats just barely go up throughout the whole time. I'm just going to end the turn because Erika needs the experience. But of course, weapon durability is a thing. It's pretty much a thing in almost all Fire Emblem games. I think the only Fire Emblem games that has unlimited durability is the Fate series, which, like, I'm kind of, not used to that. Alright, let me finish him off. You kind of want to use the terrain at your advantage. Well, I know my friend has seen me play Blazing Blade. Alright, that's left. All that's left is the leader. I guess just in case, just go right there. What was that? Do you think you can take me, retching lordy? Come, it's time for your high mighty knights to learn to respect your warriors. Shoot. Kinda wanted... You'll be the first to die. Okay, good. I kinda wanted to be in that bush. Can I still... Shoot, I can't. Shoot. Okay, he can't kill me. I imagine he could still... Alright. Because here's the problem. So, if I attack him, he has like a 45% chance of hitting me. If he hits me, and then it's his turn, he can kill me, so... There's no consequence for how many turns it takes. Okay, luckily. I'm getting pretty lucky. And now, see, even then, I don't want to risk it. That's a really good level up. I will say one thing I've always gotten aggravated with level ups in Fire Emblem is that... I can't remember. I've seen videos with how it works sometimes. Like, some characters can have better bonuses than others, but... Like, of course, with the main character, like the star character, like, they have a higher odd of getting level ups, like plus ones. I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, how stats work is that, of course, some have more of a higher likelihood than others for their stats. And of course, main characters can level up, can get like a lot of experience. But I guess what I consider, in my opinion, from all the luck I've seen, 1 is horrible, 2 is mediocre, 3 is decent, 4 is good, and anything higher than 4 is really good. But most of the time, you're mainly just going to see... You're mostly just going to see 2 and 3s, sadly. What? No. I'm fine, Seth. Yeah, you didn't get hit a single time. But you look so pale. I'm fine, fine. This is war, isn't it? It's not like the games I used to play with my brother or Leon. I never thought I didn't know it would be this savage. Are words useless? Is strength all that matters? It's so sad. Why would the Grotto Emperor do this? To what end would they start a war? Princess. Don't worry, Seth. I won't give in to sorrow. Let's get moving. I'm not broken, and I won't stop until I see Renai is restored. I won't stop until I'm reunited with my father and brother. Also, I think this, yeah, to my knowledge, this game is shorter than the first one. The first game took me 40 hours when I first beat it, and this one's like 30 hours. Oh yeah, I recognize her. Princess Tana, Grotto's forces are approaching. What, so soon? We've had no time. Milady, we lack the arms to defend this place. You must return to Castle Frelia. I can't, not yet. We haven't found Erika and her companions yet. Erika's my friend. She needs my help. I won't abandon her. Oh, I know. Go ask King Haydn for more troops. Yes, Your Highness. Erika, please be safe. Commander Bergoet then appears to be fortifying its position in the castle. They're tenacious, but they have no hope of stopping our advance. What are your orders, sir? Orders? Just stand here and watch. I'll crush them myself. As you command. Oh! Man, what luck. Oh, that's what happens when you face my lucks. Stop right there. Call up your forces and turn back or you have me to deal with. Is that so? And who might you be? I'm Tana, Princess of Frelia. I will not permit you to abuse my country any longer. Frelia's royal brat, huh? How convenient. Leave this castle immediately. If you harm me, my father and brother will chase you to the ends of the earth. Yes, I heard how King Haydn doth stuff his precious little daughter. Let's see how true that is. You'll make us a fine hostage, my dear. Siege the girl and lock her up. Right away. No, let me go! Seth, look! I see it. It seems like Grotto's army has already reached Frelia. Princess, this place looks perilous. We should bypass Mulan altogether and head straight to the castle. But we can't just ignore this. You were there when Renais was invaded. You saw what I saw. You saw how the people suffered at the hands of Grotto's soldiers. Homes were destroyed, possessions stolen, women kidnapped. Anyone who resisted was executed without question, without hesitation. Please, Seth, I can't allow that to happen here. I don't want to see any more people harmed by Grotto's atrocities. Alright, Princess, I understand. Perhaps we can retake Mulan. But Princess, you must act with caution. You people need you too. Of course, Seth. Come on, let's go. But yeah, whenever I see level ups where I only get like... Pretty much what I usually do is that, how do I put this? Like, if I'm at the very beginning of a battle, like a very beginning of a chapter... I will reset if I get a really bad level up early on. Term is true on Theodore's army is taking over the castle. I don't think I have a limit on how many. Do I have any turns? So the Princess of Renais? Ha, it's my lucky day. Fame and fortune's right to meet me. Move on, you slugs. Bring that girl to me. Again, she needs the experience more than anyone. Alright, how's the level up gonna be? That was very mediocre. See, it's like I almost want to reset for that. Let me make an example. Okay, let me make an example. Because 2 is, I would say 2 is bad. 2 is bad for... What? 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 Let me resume chapter. Yes? That sounds broken. I don't even remember doing that. Try it again. Dang it, I actually got hit this time. That sucks. Well, how's the level up gonna be? Because to my knowledge, it changes. It's random every time. And see, the level up was a little better. But I got hit, which sucks. Alright, well, at least I got 3. I'll accept it. Sir Gilliam, is that Mulan? We reached Frelia's border already? Aye, we have. Her Highness Princess Tana should be inside the castle. But look, the countryside is crawling with Grotto's soldiers. Where's the castle guards? Has Mulan fallen? Are we too late? Too tough to save her here. Princess Tana is in no danger if they want her as a bargaining tool. We warn the master and watch will see her to safety. Yes, yes, of course. We must give up. We mustn't give up. We must move. Must retake the castle. Then we ride forth to Eureka's aid. Stronger armor than you do. Take the lead. Watch your back.
Oh, I'm a little hurt. I'm a little sore. Oh, I got a little boo-boo.
And of course he has good defense. Oh yeah, if you must know like what these do, I don't even need to like, I've already played enough. So strength is of course physical attack. Skill has to do with, I love that I just said that. I think skill has to do with like hit rate mainly. Like speed has to do with. Wait, is that true? I love that I'm forgetting with skill. Sorry, it's been a couple of years. All the others I know what it means, but skill, I think that has to do with the hit rate. Because with speed, I know with speed it kind of boils down to if your speed is like, I think 5 points, I can't remember. I think if your speed is like 5 points higher than the opponent, then you're gonna attack twice. And with skill, I think it has to mainly do with the hit rate. Yeah, number improves the unit's hit. Speed, this affects both evasiveness and attacks. Okay, yeah, sorry. So speed has to do with dodging, and this has to do with you hitting them, so they kind of play together. Yeah. Anyway, those give them better evasiveness. Yeah, sure. I think when I first played this game, I kept up with trying to have these battles on the screen for like 7 chapters, and I think I stopped when I died. When I died and I had to do it all over again, I'm like, okay, cutting off the animations. No, I want to attack. Taking my experience away. Also, there's something I need to check, because I did this in Blazing Blade, but the mistake I usually make a lot is I keep giving away experience for characters that really didn't need it in the long run, because they give you more than enough characters for the end game, and usually the final chapter is mostly considered the hardest chapter in most Fire Emblem games, and with this game, I would say it's like in the top, it's probably the second hardest. Yeah, I would say it's like the second hardest chapter in this game. I don't think she went in that. She didn't visit it. Right, they're gonna go right towards her. Yeah, her HP is not that good, but her speed is good. It's like my turn. Just at least be 3. Good. I'll accept that. As long as it's at least 3. So, after recently doing the live stream of XD Guild Darkness, that's one of those things where I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired of... One thing I'm tired of Fire Emblem is I'm just so tired of of just, like, getting shitty level ups. I'm so tired of it. Again, what I consider a bad level up is just getting a 1, and in very rare occasions, none. Even 2, like, getting 2 or 1s, I hate them so much. Oh. No, wait. Should be fine. Well, okay, let me check real quick. How strong are they? They're not strong. Okay. Alright, go in here. Alright, talk to her. Princess Erika, it is good to see you well. Franz, you made it through unscathed. Yes, your highness. I met up with Sir Guillaume Frelia and explained the situation in Renee's. He told me that Princess Tana was in danger as well, here in Mulan. We rode as swiftly as we could. Tana's here? Friends, we must hurry. Understood. Gotta get that extra experience. Trying to remember classes because some some Fire Emblem games, like, I remember for a time, I think like in Awakening in the Fate series, magic users kind of sucked for a while. But then with 3 houses, they were actually good again. Although I remembered in Echoes, they kind of nerfed them again by making it where their magic attacks would take away their HP. But at the same time, they were actually very useful, even with that downgrade. Alright, there's plenty of these guys. Let me think. You have the amount of movements, right? Okay, you can move 5 times, so you can make it. But see, I don't know if I want to keep Fran. See, that's the tricky part. It's like, at least right now, it's like for the first half of the game, I am going to, have to give experience to characters, even if I'm not going to use them towards the late game. Obviously, Erika is like an obvious choice. Alright, it might be a little dangerous because how much damage are you gonna... Okay, just 1. That's actually not a problem. The only problem is that you're gonna hit someone, but you don't seem strong at all, so I guess I can just attack you once and you don't really have any... Not really dangerous. And whoever you hit, I guess, is what experience I'll get. Alright, I guess you're just gonna hit him then. Let's see how much experience. Oh, that's really good. Pretty much the split second I can get an idea if I'm gonna get a decent level up is if the first level up to pop up is like down to here. Like, how do I put this? Like, if I'm seeing like numbers go up on like the bottom left, like if it skips like the first 3 stats, then it's heavily implied that I'm probably not going to get a good level up because it skipped like the first few. Because out of the 8 stats, movement movement doesn't even... You don't even get level ups with movement unless it's a class change. So it's fake. Kind of low on health. Alright, I don't think he can move. Usually the person that you have to beat... Yeah, he can even attack him, but he's not choosing to, so that implies... the problem is that he can't even... Yeah, I need him to get his health back. Yes, I don't feel like using my vulneraries. So this is going to be a little tedious. Now there are chapters where you... I don't know, some Fire Emblem games has more conditions than others, but it's like there are some Fire Emblem games where enemies just might infinitely respawn, or I'm on a time limit, so I can't really afford to do stuff like this, but at least right now I can. Alright, let's see. Oh wow, I can... Let me check. Will you attack me if I'm right next to you? Yep, okay. Bah, what a worthless lot of curs I've been assigned. Alright, that sucks, but... okay, that really sucks ass. Can't even finish you off. Well, I could use a vulnerary. Sucks that I have to. Let's try this again. Alright, you just need to land one hit. Wow. There we go. This can't be. Hurry. Alright, just please be a decent level up. I'm gonna say this every time. That was an extremely good level up. Again, it's the main character, so of course it's gonna be good, but... Still, you saw it was at 2. It can be that bad. We did it. Princess Tana. Sir Killian. I'm sorry, I never meant to cause you such trouble. There is no trouble to serve, Princess. Tana! Rika! Is that really you? Tana, what are you doing so far from Castle Frelia? I heard that Renice has fallen, and I was worried, but I'm glad to see that you're safe. Wait, where's... I have to pause every time, it's just the first 4 letters is just so frustrating. Ephraim. Is he well? I wish I knew. You haven't heard from him? Oh, I hope he's not harmed. Come, we must go to Castle Frelia. My lord father may know something. Thank you, Tana. Rick and her companions have liberated the border castle. Alongside Princess Tana of Frelia, they ride to Frelian capital. Oh, Tana, I'm grateful to see that you're safe and home again. You have no idea how worried when I heard you were under attack at Porter Mulan. You're not to leave again without my permission, do you understand? Don't be mad, father. Look, I come bearing good news. Erika, come on out. King Haydn, I am pleased to see you again, even in these sad times. Ah, Erika, it does my heart good to see you safe. Thank you. I was able to escape the castle before Renice fell, but I'm not sure of my father. Yes, I have received a word of your father. Your Highness? Please tell me, is my father well? My friend King Fado did not survive the fall of Renice Castle. No. Can't be. Rest assured, Grotto will be punished for its cowardly act. This is Frillia's promise. Eureka, please stay here and rest. I cannot imagine how exhausted you must be. King Haydn, you know the Prince Ephraim's disappearance, do you not? Yes, we were here. The princes and his men hound Grotto on every turn. It is said that he's led his forces into the Empire itself. Reports suggest he's crossed the border and now fights in Rinval. My brother, he fights on, even now? Yes, my Pegasus Knights bought this information at a great price. Even though Renais has fallen, he charges into the enemy's hearts. He's truly Thotto's son, but a valiant youth. I wish that I knew whether he remains unharmed, but I do not. King Haydn, I thank you for your offer, but I cannot stay. I intend to ride to my brother's side with reinforcements. I cannot allow it. I know how you feel, but this plan is suicide. I would be betraying Thotto's memory if I allowed any harm to befall you. Stay here, rest and moan. Leave this war to the warriors. I know you mean well, your majesty. However, I've lost my father, and my twin brother is in peril. Oh, they're twins. Okay, I forgot that they're twins. Huh. For some reason, I thought she was a bit younger. So they're fraternal twins. Okay, completely forgot that. My brother, he is a part of me. I cannot rest here in peace while he risks his life. No, Renais. No, Renais has no more army. Grotto's forces decimated. Really, I could provide you with support, soldiers, but my son and niece is on his way to meet the Empire's forces. I cannot spare a single brigade. Your own... Oh my gosh, these words! Knights cannot possibly face Grotto alone. You're so determined to go? Yes, with apologies. As resolute as your father, what am I to do with the face of such foolhardy determination? Vanessa. Yes, your highness? Mulder. Call McCall. Gillian. Yes, sire? You are to accompany Princess Eureka of Renais into Grotto territory. Expect each of you to provide aid and support for her brother. No matter the obstacle, we will perform our duty. Our lives are yours. These are some of the most trusted and stalwart vassals. They will no doubt prove themselves quite valuable in your journey. Remember, you are venturing behind enemy lines. You will need supplies. We'll have a supply convoy ready to carry your weapons, provision. It will remain at your side no matter how far afield your venture. King Haydn, I thank you. No, save your thanks for your return with your brother, Prince Ephraim. Yes, your highness. I got 5,000 gold! Eureka, you don't really intend to go through this, do you? I can't guess how you must feel, but it's just too dangerous. What would happen if you were captured by Grotto's men? Thank you for your concern, Tana. But I have no choice, don't you see? Tana, I have to go. Eureka, why is this happening? What's gone wrong with this world? Tana, why would Grotto invade? Emperor Vigard is a man of peace. His people adore him. And you and Ephraim are friends with Prince Leon, are you not? What could be behind this madness? Why is this happening? I have no answers for you, Tana. I don't want to believe it, but the reality is that we are at war. If I do nothing, I may lose my brother as well as my father. This is why I have to fight. It's the only answer I have. Give me a second. I keep my phone away, and it's like I never get a fucking break. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Apparently my package came in. And it's the one that's a mystery. But by the time that this video comes out, I should reveal it. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. So this is something that's pretty interesting for a Fire Emblem game for the time. Later Fire Emblem games would do this, but like I haven't played Gaiden, I haven't played... Well, Mystery of the Emblem is like the original Fire Emblem. There's Genealogy of the Holy War, the RCS 776, Binding Blade, but to my knowledge, I think they're all the same. So I think this is the first Fire Emblem game in which you can actually, like, you have like a map you can move in. And that was one thing with like pretty much most of the Fire Emblems, where it's like you know, up until this point, you always had to worry about getting your items in the middle of a chapter. There wasn't a place you could just stop and go. Just makes things more convenient. Yeah, Vanessa is a Valkyrie. Or a Pegasus Rider, I meant. Dude's got blue hair, and no stash. I just don't want to use him because he's just not going to be useful throughout the whole game. He's useful as, like, you know, in tight situations, but he's not going to get any experience. That's why I don't want him to get any. Let me check. How are the stats for these characters? She can get a steel sword eventually. I guess everyone has one. You know what? You can take it. Just switch, because you're rarely ever gonna fight. Alright. Wait. How did I? There we go. Yeah, let's look at the options. I might just only do one more chapter. Alright, let's look at the options as usual. So yeah, there's show animations without backgrounds, show animation with backgrounds, turn combat animation off, set animation for each unit manually. Game speed, set unit movement speed, text speed, turn terrain window on or off. I gotta say, oh yeah, it has different colored backgrounds, which, you know, I'm gonna... There's probably only gonna be like 4 streams of this game, so you're gonna see a different background color each time. Sound effects, music, which honestly, I might take advantage. I might do that actually, because when I'm gonna play this game off stream, even though I do like the music, it's like there will... Well, I'm not really sure. It's like, I won't do it for a bit, but I don't know. I don't know. Auto in turns, set turned in automatically, auto cursor, show objective, show basic combat info window. So yeah. King Haydn apologized for being unable to spare soldiers. However, he does provide Erika with a small but trusted party of vassals. Erika is grateful for King's aid. Chasing rumors of her brother, she sets out for Grotto. If I recall, in this game, they're not even together for most of the game, which kind of reminds me of one game I can't think about at the moment. I can't remember what game it is. Where it's like 2 characters that are like, I think, related. They just don't even see each other for like most of the game. Group's first stop is the remote village of Ida, which was until very recently a part of Renai's. Here, Erika sees the devastation of Renai's with her own eyes. Chapter 2, The Protected. Well, I know once I beat this game, there's not going to be any more Fire Emblem games I'm gonna beat that I've replayed already. Because I've been having trouble for a long time, because the last Fire Emblem game I beat for the first time was Blade of Light, like 4.5 years ago, and I'm kind of stuck on what to play next, because even though I never wanted to play Gaiden, I'm more interested in wanting to do it now. Even though if that game is just as hard as the first one, I'm going to shit a cactus man out of my hemorrhoid asshole. I know that's gross, but Blade of Light was so brutal. Like the last stage took me 5 hours. I didn't even think I was gonna beat it. That pushed me to my limit on strategy on what I had to work with. Seth has mapped out the route for us. We'll travel south of Renais and pass through Serapher into Grotto territory. That should be a sensible plan. Assuming, of course, that could avoid any run-ins with Grotto soldiers. Princess Erika may have your leave to scout ahead. From the sky, you'll have a better chance of spotting any nearby troops. For your command, Your Highness, will you give your permission? Yes, of course. Keep an eye out for the enemy bowmen, though, Vanessa. Yes, Your Highness, I shall. I shall prove myself worthy of honor of your trust. She seems very sincere. Sincere? Huh, yes, quite. Yeah, I was never the biggest fan of Pegasus Riders in Fire Emblem because of the brutal weakness of archers. Because archers is like their kryptonite. If they get hit by an arrow, they're done. Although archers are also a bit tricky, which, in fact, I actually can't remember. I think it's this game where there is one archer character I like, because he's pretty good. Let's see.
Hey boss, we found more villagers ripe for the picking. 1, 2, 3, I love a good war. With all these soldiers preoccupied, we're free to pillage as we please. Right, Bone, you're in charge. Grab everything that's not nailed down to her, bring it to the hideout. I'm on it.
Dad, bandits approaching!
I'm getting out of here, Rose. You stay close to me.
What are these voices?
Let's start with that village there. Go to it, boys. It's all yours.
Cut down any fallen up to get in your way. I'm heading west to the mountain and the other villages.
I really wish I could do... I really wish I could do... I don't know. Wish I could be better with doing accents. I think one problem I've always had forever is, even though Irish accents, I know, sound different from Scottish accents. I know, English accents sound different from Australian accents. They all sound different, definitely. And it's like, if I hear them side by side, I can tell them apart, of course. But for some reason, if I'm just gonna hear something random, and I'm gonna hear the accent, I have a lot of trouble. It's like they somehow bleed together sometimes, even though they sound different. I don't know why I always have trouble with this. It's like no matter how much I have heard and learned from this, I keep having trouble. Let's look serious. I must report back to Eureka at once. That wasn't far. Like, for example, there was a couple of videos that I thought, like, oh, it's a commercial from... It's like, oh, it's a commercial from, like, the UK. Not like Scotland or anything, but like in England. But then, at the end, they heavily implied that it was an Australian video. I'm like, what? It's like, how can I not tell the difference? It's just... It's like for some reason, if you don't tell me what the accent is, they bleed together, but if you do tell me, I'm like, oh yeah, definitely, that's the... Yeah, but... It's one reason why I can't do the accents, because it's the same problem. I think out of the 4, the only one I don't have trouble with is Scottish. Even though when I was younger, I actually, for some reason, Irish and Scottish bled together, but now it's become easier. But yeah, I imagine that sounds really insulting, but of course we have different accents in America. There's different accents depending on where you live, and even here I have trouble. I can't even tell you the difference between a Southern accent and a Texan accent. They're different, but they're definitely different. But same thing with that, they kind of bleed together a little bit when I think about it. Anyway, bandits, yeah, dilemma, quickly, little attention possible, cannot serve the innocently harmed, but necessarily the bearer, swatting the injured, appear to be a child, and yes, I can hear the injuries from the staff, too far away near him, please leave it to me, very good. But yeah, I feel bad just because of my friend. But again, it just feels like it's almost like dyslexia with language accent. It's like you can compare the two. I'm like, oh yeah, I can see it. But then when I'm just like not given any hints or anything, that's when it's like, why must it be an issue? Alright, I do not want that archer close to me. He will absolutely brutalize me, but I should be okay. Doesn't do much. Huh. Whew. We can get kind of close there. Now, I don't really know what to do right now, because it's like, she can't really do much. Fucking trees, man. Okay, well, these towns should be fine. But I don't want that one town to be destroyed. Oh god, he might destroy it, but they're gonna destroy it. Ugh. It's like, that's the tricky thing. It's like, I want to get it, but that means I would have to go over here. Are you close to getting me? No, they're gonna take a little bit. I guess I can distract them. But what about the other person? Alright, even if I get hit, I won't die on the next turn if they hit me. See, they're trying to slowly inch their way up. Okay, I'm like near death now. I'm shocked you landed all those hits. Well, they seem to be doing okay. Alright. Oh god, I don't want you to do it. Wait, can you hit me? No, you can't hit me yet. You know, I just want to go over here now. Wait, yeah, visit the town. Because I would have likely lost it. Pure water, that is a shitty item to get. Doesn't that just restore... What does that restore? Draw, it's that boost resistance. Grows weaker with each turn. Like, it's nice to have one, but that's kind of useless. This is a place, but again, you can start to buy weapons later on. It's like, do I want it right now? I can wait. I don't think I'm in a rush or anything. Okay, it does give you some evasiveness if they do try to attack them. You know what's funny? For how much I've played this, I usually get confused with what is strong against what. So I think sword is strong against axe, axe is strong against lance, lance is strong against sword. So he should keep a sword on him. Alright. How the hell you did that? What are you doing? Uh-oh. What are you doing? You dumbass. You killed them, but now they're gonna go after you. Alright, well, it seems like... Okay, well, they're doing okay. Wait, is the main guy moving? Seems to be moving. Yeah, she can't really do much. Oh boy. Let's see, are you gonna get close? They can't get close right now. Actually, you know what? Fine. I think the reason why it's easier now to understand Irish between, like, the other accents is I just have to think about Chris O'Neill because he's Irish. And, like, I've heard his voice when... Or even, like, in his older stuff. Do you have any specific weapons? But I can't be there. I guess I'll be here for the sake of... Okay. Okay, go there. And these guys are no good. Well, I guess if they cause any trouble, I can just try to... What are you doing?
Oh! My experience!
I will rain hell of fire upon you if you don't stop. Alright. I need to check out the other towns, because I don't want to miss any goodies. Who are you? You don't look like one of the local passengers. Can see the village bench. I would like to help, but I don't have... Ooh, red gem. Oh yeah, I think the gems have to do with, like, class increases. Oh, okay, never mind. No, I'm thinking... I know what they look like now. Yeah, red gem, blue gem. Blue gems are worth 5,000, red gems are 2,500. Alright, well now they can do what they want here, apparently. Crap, you're kind of close now. And I don't know how much of a threat you can be. Okay, good. Hey, listen, my village is being attacked by bandits. My name's Ross. Come on, you have to help me wipe those thugs out. Alright, just take a deep breath and calm down, Ross. Leave the villagers to us. We'll drive out the bandits. Seth, take the boy somewhere safe. No, wait! But my father is out there all alone fighting those bandits. I've got to get back to him as quickly as possible. You mean right there? I'm on the son of the great Garcia. As long as I have my axe, no band will defeat me. Alright, I guess you're not going to be swayed. But you must promise you'll stay close to us. Man, I really don't want you to get that experience. But yeah, again, my package came in. It's a big one. It came from Japan. What are you equipped with? Sword. Alright, you should be okay. Alright. Cool, now we can use steel swords, so... Now, sadly, he's gonna take some of that experience. Not only that, but yeah, not only... Really? You missed? What are you, stupid? Alright, how much...
Wait a minute, who are you?
You really got hit by that? Alright, here we go.
Dad!
Safety, did you really fight? Elixir is really good. But of course I only have so much room. I can't remember, can you put this... Oh, Scent of Vulnerary. Okay, so you don't lose it at least. Yeah, elixirs are very important items towards the end game. All HP. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, it's a 100% chance. It's like, even if it's 99%, I don't want to take the risk. Blast! And it's fine because I need... Again, it's okay. Some weird levels, but resistance is important. Yeah, she should be fine. Now, one thing is, I've never been a fan of axe wielders in Fire Emblem games. Like, you know, usually I might have like one axe wielder at most. At the most, I'll only have one. Yeah, see, he barely got any experience because he just... Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's just dangerous. Will he even hit? Damn it. Man, they have big foreheads. Alright, I guess I'll buy some stuff because I don't know how long it's gonna last. Yeah, Slim, I don't really care for Slim because how does it work? It has better hit rate. The weight isn't as bad, but it's not as strong. Buy one sword, one lance, and I don't need to buy axes because even you can see that they're just not really important. I think that's all I need, really. Alright, that's really it. Well, you do need some experience. Really, your only way of getting experience is just healing. Alright. Oh, that's bad. That is like... Of course you're gonna hit her. That's really dangerous. Can't let her take all the experience, but I just don't know who's going to be... Like, I do remember some of the characters I brought with me. Wow, okay, that was really good. But no, it's, I do remember some of the characters that I would bring towards the late game. Because again, I would get some characters mixed up with Blazing Blade and this game. So there were some characters I really liked, but I can't remember if they were in the previous game or they're in this game. But the ones that I recognized, I know I'm going to have them. Yeah, okay. Oh, 31% chance, that's pretty good. I wanted him to take that experience, and I already went to all the towns, and... But see, with that issue, the enemies kept moving around, so I didn't really have time to just kind of idle for a while. Hold on a moment. Aren't you the great Garcia who fought for Renais, didn't you? Seth, do you know this man? He was a troop commander of Renais until 10 years ago. When I was a recruit, the soldiers used to tell so many tales about him. They called him a daring and fearless fighter for Renais. Master Garcia, you must know the peril our homeland faces right now. Can we impose upon you to lend your strength to Renais once again? I'm sorry, I'm retired now. I'm not a soldier anymore. It's a decision I made long ago. Master Garcia. When I was a soldier, I lived a long life fighting for my country's honor. I left no time for my family, spent my life fighting for faceless, uncaring nobles. When my wife fell ill and died, I met the child she had left behind. At that moment, I finally realized what my duty had cost me. I stood at my wife's grave and promised her I would be a father to our son. I'm done with armies, I'm done with fighting, except to protect my son. I have no regrets.
You blasted fool!
Father? What's all this nonsense I'm hearing? Ross, if you're not going, then I will. I'm a fighter. I know I can do this. Ross, what are you saying? Dad, please listen to me. I respect you more than any other man in the world. I know you gave up being a soldier for me. I know that. But how can I throw away such a big part of yourself? You're a warrior at heart. You can't give that up and be happy. Look at me, Dad. Have you seen me fight? I'm not a child anymore. I'm a warrior like you. You're free to worry. You're free to worry, but I can survive on my own. Ross, you want to challenge me, Father? I'm a fighter, the best in all of Ida. I'm not going to lose to you. I'm not going to lose to you anyway. Anyone. You're right. You're a good soldier. Sir Seth, if these old bones of mine can still serve, I'd like to join you. Dad. Looks like my boy grew up while I wasn't looking. He's tougher than I thought. Doesn't need my help. I've raised him as best I could, but he's right. Nothing to fear. I should fight. I will fight. Dad! Thank you so much for your help. Please stay the night and rest. We would if we could, but we have much to do and far to travel. Your safety is rewarded enough. Oh, well. My, that is a splendid bracelet you're wearing. Thank you. My father gave this to me. It's a wonderful gift. But you should be careful wearing such a valuable item so openly. Sir Renais was invaded. Things have become so dangerous around here. There are gold-hungry thieves and bandits everywhere. The most wicked as Barba bandits. They are cruel beyond words. If you have something they want, your life is worth less than nothing. Just the other day, they assaulted some travelers and... oh, it was awful. I can't believe such things. Oh, Renais' finish. Mark my words, the Grotto Emperor stole our future. Our only hope against them was that Prince Ephraim would prevail, but rumor has it that he's on the verge of being crushed by Grotto's vast numbers. These are dark days. Ephraim. It's time to start. Are you ready, Erika? Yes, Ephraim. Let's begin. Tell me. Though why would you want me to teach you to fight? I thought you didn't care for violence. I do not like uncivilized behavior. I think one can solve one's problems without fighting. And yet what? I've always relied on you to protect me, brother. I would rather not be such a burden to you in the future. So I thought maybe I should learn to protect myself. I'm your brother. Brothers are supposed to protect their sisters. There's nothing for you to worry about. There's no cause for concern. Yes, but I'm your sister. Sisters are supposed to worry about their brothers. So I would like to learn something of swordplay, if only a little. And maybe someday I can protect you in time of need. So please, Ephraim. Alright. How could I say no? Honestly, once you get an idea into your head, that's it. Might as well give in. It's agreed. I'll teach you, but won't hold back because you're my sister. I want no complaining once we've started, Erika. Complain? Me? Never. And those 3 years definitely paid off. Oops. Beg your pardon. Hey! Princess, are you alright? Yes, someone just bumped into me. I was jarred. Highness, where's your bracelet? It's gone. Where could it be? Did that I'll find him. Don't worry about it, Seth. That bracelet was a gift from my father, but Ephraim needs your help. Can't let sentimentality get in the way of my duty. No, Princess. We must retrieve your bracelets, regardless of cost. You cannot lose it. Let's go. We must hurry. Huh? Okay, yeah, so you can pretty much buy stuff in the overworld, which is really nice. It's extremely nice. Javelins are good, it's just... yeah, that Valkyrie character is just... I mean, the Pegasus Rider, she's not really good. I'm just not the biggest fan of Pegasus Riders. It's like I might have one. But yeah, a lot of the characters I want by the end game, I do recall having him, I think. Now that I think about it, I actually can't remember if he was the one that died, because I usually don't like having characters killed off, especially ones I want to keep. but I remember the hardest chapter, the one that you're at a desert. I did lose, I think, like 1 or 2 party members because it was just so frustrating. The reason why it's so frustrating is because there's just enemies all over the place and you can barely move because of the sand, and it just was frustrating. I don't know if it'll be hard. I don't know if it'll be easier because I have way more experience. Oh yeah, I need to manage my items. Now I bought an iron lance. Who wants an iron lance? Yeah, the slam lance really sucks. Wait, who? You. Iron lance. I'm never gonna use Ross. Wait, I have an iron. What? Oh, I never. Just confusing myself. Okay. Take this, take that, take this, get that. And that should be okay. I need to sell the red gem now. Okay. Now sadly I'm going to stop. Yeah, I don't like that I only did 3 chapters. But because I'm having to think long term, because it's going to probably take another half hour to play this game, and if I do that I'm not going to have enough time, and especially, you know what the main reason is? I would have done 1 more chapter, but because I have this package, I just want to look at it, and it's going to take a little bit for me to just open it and just look at everything. Just in case if something dumb happens. Alright. I am done for now. Well, it's fun to come back to this game again. Because this is the last Fire Emblem game I wanted to replay. 3 Houses, I feel like I kind of did something that made me not want to replay the game again for at least a very long time. And if I did play another Fire Emblem game, I still haven't decided which one I would want to play. There's like multiple ones I could choose. I'll have to see. Oh, it's right here. Anyways, I'm not gonna do another video of this after, like, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I guess maybe once every, how do I put it? Like, I guess once every 3 sessions. I guess like the first session is today, and then I'll do like a second and third session, and then the 4th session I'll do a stream. So I guess once every 3 sessions I'll do a stream. So yeah, I guess expect like I guess expect like 4 videos of this. I don't know if I'll make the last video the finale. Again, it sucks doing that because you're gonna miss the story, or if you even care. I don't know. I did that with Phantasy Star 3. I did do it with Final Fantasy 5. I do have the video when I beat Final Fantasy 5 at the beginning of this year, but I just haven't uploaded it because the only reason is because there was one part that I was swearing a lot because of one part that was really bullshit. It was really bad what happened, and I just got really, really upset about it. But I'll probably upload it eventually. I know I need to upload the Galaxy 2 videos. That's taken forever because twice I've just put it off uploading it. And then, of course, there's like a lot of videos that I haven't uploaded because I just didn't know the right time. I'll say them now. One of them was a video on Kid Dracula. It was a blind playthrough. The whole thing, beat the whole game. Made a video of that. Haven't uploaded it because one minor reason is that I did swear a bit in that because the game was really frustrating me, especially in this one stage that I just kept dying at the boss and it would just take me far away and it was very frustrating. And then there's like other videos, like I did make the video of the finale for Resident Evil 1 for PS1, just never uploaded that one. And I did make like, I think 2 or 3 videos of Virtuo's Last Reward. I'm never going to upload those, but it's like, you know, I made videos of those and I just never uploaded those. And of course, the biggest one being Bloodborne, like Skyward Sword, that was a lengthy game and that had 9, I did 9 videos of those and I only uploaded the first one because, number one reason is just because of my friend. She wasn't really the best kind of video. It is a very dark game and has a lot of creepy elements. Plus, it's a game that really pisses me off, and I can't even remember if I just kind of gave up towards the second half on like me still committing to recording it, but just not treating them as me uploading them. So to be honest, I really don't remember what I talked about in those videos, and because of that, they're never going to be uploaded because I don't remember what I started talking about later on. Also, I never realized this, but this is actually an original. I always thought these two games were like, you know, but apparently these are 2 completely different F-Zero games. I am planning on playing GP Legend this year. So, yeah, I'm planning on playing this year. And then, I don't know when I'll ever play that one. Alright, that's it. Alright, bye-bye. I don't know what is the next... Actually, no, I do. The next one, I'm going to play more Metal Slayer Glory. But, yeah, that's it for now. Alright. I'll try to finish this game before the end of this month. Because I kind of want to work on one RPG a month. And this month, I guess, will just be Sacred Stones. So let's see how that goes. Alright, bye-bye. For real.